All right, well, coming up this morning on DC News Now, the district may see a new stadium replace RFK.
Yeah, what Congressman is doing to make that happen, plus sales through the roof, the money Maryland dispensaries made in the week of legal recreational use.
And Thread users hitting a snag, why some people are having a hard time deleting their accounts.
Hot and humid out there yet again today. Out ahead of this cold front, that front will be bringing some scattered showers and thunderstorms this afternoon. More details and the timing coming up.
The station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Well, good morning. It is 7 o'clock now on a Friday morning. Starting off with a live look outside this morning at the National Cathedral. Another warm and humid day ahead. So definitely be prepared for that. All right. Good morning. I'm Tanaya Wright.
Yeah, good morning to you. I'm Corey James. Thanks for joining us. Shanika will have more on your drive times in a moment. Jackie talking about the forecast today. It's tonight. You said hot and humid. A lot of folks probably won't like it, but it's that time of the year. What do you do?
Yeah, exactly. It's July, and we typically see the heat and humidity. It seemed like spring was taking its good old time getting here. So now, finally, summer is here, and we're certainly feeling it.
It's arrived.
Yes, it has arrived. And we're going to be watching a cold front moving through. And with that heat and humidity building through the day today and that cold front pushing in, that will be the setup for the battle zone for the showers and thunderstorms. So today, if you didn't see any of those showers or thunderstorms yesterday, you will likely see that for the day today. And we certainly will take all the rain that we can get, considering much of the area under drought. Visibility has been reduced for some. We're down about 9 miles in Hagerstown, 7. Luray, Culpeper, and Fredericksburg, 8 miles visibility in Manassas, which is improvement from earlier where we were down to just 5 miles. Temperatures 60s and 70s, getting close to 80 in DC and Lexington Park at this hour. Eventually warming back up upper 80s to low 90s later on this afternoon. And we'll be watching for the showers and storms starting to pop up right around noon, but it looks like 2 p.m. will really be when we start to notice more of that action popping up across the map. I'll have more details on this coming up. Shanika is back with the on-point look at those roadways. How's it looking out there on this Friday morning?
Very quiet, Jackie, actually. You're looking at the Capitol Beltway. We're starting right near Greenbelt Road, 193. No issues, and you know what? It's just going to be an easy ride for commuters. Other than volume, you're really not seeing much happening here. So DC 295, of course, heading south past Kenilworth and Eastern Avenue. You're starting to stack up just a bit. Now, farther past this point over to the Anacostia Freeway, it's looking good. And also in the district, the Southeast Southwest Freeway, it's a good time to use that. You are looking all good and clear.
Thank you, Shanika. Your time right now is 7:02 on a Friday.
Hey, let's take a look at your Know and Go headlines this morning. Mayor Bowser spent time in Northeast D.C. during her crime walk yesterday, speaking with people to get their input on possible reform. Now, this happened as D.C. leaders are trying to address growing crime rates with 3 new emergency crime bills.
And a man suspected of sexually attacking a woman in Fairfax County is under arrest this morning. Police say he's the man in this video running from the scene of an attack earlier this week. They believe he's also responsible for an assault that happened in Loudoun County back in May.
And Maryland marijuana sales totaled more than $10 million this past holiday weekend. The Maryland Cannabis Administration says the sales were more than double from the same time last year. Now, recreational marijuana became legal July 1st for anyone 21 and older across the state.
And D.C. police are asking for your help identifying at least 4 people in the shooting death of a Lyft driver. Police released this surveillance video of the suspects running down an alley. Officials say the shooting happened on 11th Street Northeast earlier this week. Now, the driver has been identified as Nazrat Ahmed Yar, served with the U.S. Special Forces in Afghanistan. He later came to the U.S. after the government there collapsed.
Yeah, his family says he was finishing a shift for driving with Lyft when he was killed early Monday morning. Now, Yar's friends and family, they say they're still trying to process his death. They also say they want to make sure his wife and 4 young children are taken care of now that he's gone. Yar's family, they're begging police to track down those 4 suspects.
I couldn't believe it. I can't believe it. He's not anymore with us. He was not my only cousin, he was my best friend since childhood. Everyone wants justice for his family and for his kids. And we want the law enforcement to follow those suspects. They can feel the pain of a 15-month-old baby that's calling every time, Papa, Papa.
And police are offering a $25,000 reward for any information leading to an arrest.
And we are learning more this morning about the man shot and killed on Catholic University's campus. He has been identified as Maxwell Emerson from Kentucky. D.C. police responded to that shooting on Wednesday morning. Officials say the 25-year-old was taken to a nearby hospital where he later died. Police are offering a $25,000 reward for information leading to an arrest. And we are also learning he was a social studies teacher and assistant wrestling coach at Oldham County High School. Now, that school district released a statement to DC News Now. School officials say, quote, "This is a devastating loss for Oldham County High School and the entire Oldham County school community." They went on to say the Emerson family has deep roots in our school system, so this tragedy touches many of our students and staff. And Mayor Bowser is asking the public for help and for their input on rising crime in the district.
Yeah, Bowser, council members and police, they all held a briefing before walking the streets in Northeast D.C. to speak with people in the community yesterday. Now, Bowser says rising crime will not be tolerated.
We recognize that it will take all of us, not just the police, not just the D.C. government, but community as well, to be a part of those solutions.
And Bowser also used the event to push City Council to pass an emergency crime bill next week. The proposal would help close what she calls crime gaps and keep those charged with certain crimes in jail longer while awaiting trial. And this is the second public safety walk the mayor has held this year, and people were not shy to talk about what they want to see.
Our Lex Horace is live at the Wilson building this morning. So Lex, what did they say?
Right. Well, we know that there are many different things that can work together here to lead to change. But overall, residents, even though they had many different answers, said that the focus should be on curbing poverty and helping people to feel more comfortable and safe in the city with police presence.
Give the police officer what they need. Bulletproof vests, when they're in them schools, search all backpacks.
Well, the amount of violence is also leading D.C. Council to act. The Public Safety Committee Chair, Councilmember Brooke Pinto, introduced 3 emergency bills yesterday. The first, Prioritizing Public Safety Act, is an attempt to prevent crime and violence by making it more difficult for suspects to be released from custody before trial. This bill expands the private security rebate program, expedites cases involving child victims, and increases data sharing. Well, the second bill focuses on changes to current policies regarding police chases. Currently, there is a no pursuit policy in the city. This would change that to allow police chases when the suspect has committed a violent crime or when there is an imminent threat to public safety. And while the third bill proposed would add more transparency from the Office of Unified Communications, what this would do would allow more public access to data that comes from dispatches. Now, all of these bills are going to be voted on Tuesday, and if they are approved by council, they're going to go into effect immediately. Live in downtown Washington, I'm Lex Juarez, DC News Now.
All right, Lex, thank you. Time right now is 7:07. Meantime, D.C. council members, they're considering changing the way sexual harassment claims in the mayor's office are investigated. Councilwoman Brianna Doe is leading that charge. Now, she introduced an emergency bill calling for independent party to investigate claims. It comes after 2 claims made against former D.C. Deputy Mayor John Felchicchio. If it passes next Tuesday, the change will start immediately.
U.S. Representative James Comer is pushing legislation that could eventually allow D.C. to build a new Washington Commanders Stadium at the site of RFK Stadium. That is all according to the Washington Post. Comer is the chairman of the congressional committee that oversees D.C. According to the Post, his proposal would extend D.C.'s lease on the old stadium site. It would also give D.C. leaders more options for what they could do with that land. D.C. officials say Comer is getting too involved in D.C. affairs. They say the future of the site should be determined by the council and Mayor Bowser.
And new this morning, an Anne Arundel County teacher is in jail accused of sexually abusing 2 students. 27-year-old Carl Walls is set to appear in court today on rape charges. Anne Arundel County police say Walls was a teacher at Northeast High School in Pasadena. Investigators say 2 students told them Walls had sexual contact with them and sometimes on school grounds. They also said the teacher asked for sexually explicit photos and videos. And an off-campus incident, investigators say Walls pulled a knife and held it to one of the victims, asking if he should use it. School officials say Walls was removed from his teaching position when the school system learned of the allegations. Since then, he's been in a position where he does not have to contact or have contact with students. Officers are concerned there could be more victims, and they are asking anyone with any information to contact police.
Your time right now is 7:09 this morning. A warning for student borrowers this morning. Experts say they are seeing a rise in financial predators targeting students applying for loans. They say it is because most parents and students are usually deep in applications during the summer months. There are some red flags to make sure you're not being deceived. The main way these fraudsters communicate is by email or phone call. They also tend to use words like national or federal. Experts say the best way to avoid getting caught up is to pay attention to the offer you are getting.
We recently have seen a couple different ones. People are calling you and asking you to apply for a guaranteed loan, and you have to pay upfront in order to apply for that.
Experts also say to be skeptical about offers. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is.
And Maryland marijuana sales totaled more than $10 million this past holiday weekend, and it was the first weekend of legal recreational use. Now, the Maryland Cannabis Administration says $10.4 million worth of marijuana was sold between last Friday and July. The same weekend last year saw just under $4 million of medical-only cannabis sales. And get this, Saturday alone, there was $3.5 million in sales. And federal regulators, they're warning marijuana edible manufacturers to stop making products that imitate popular children's snacks. The Federal Trade Commission and the Food and Drug Administration say they sent cease and desist letters to 6 companies accused of marketing the edibles. Now, this comes as a recent report found children's exposure to edible cannabis jumped more than 1,300% this year. And one Florida representative is calling for an end of cannabis testing in the military. Representative Matt Gaetz is proposing an amendment to the National Defense Authorization Act. Now, this comes as several military branches have seen a decrease in recruits. While cannabis is legal in several states, members of the military and recruits are still banned from using it.